I would like to introduce Dr. Samir Abu Rمان. He will speak about business climate in Kuwait.
It's my pleasure to hunting for a minute. It's my pleasure to speak this morning about business climate in Kuwait, what business people think in your great university, and I would like to thank you before about this conference and the invitation and the great topics you are talking about in this conference. This is a survey results which we had conducted in Kuwait for business people in two waves in 2017. As you all know that in the last 3 years, talking about business and the future of economy in the Gulf region became more maybe hard, and things are going, a lot of changes that has been happening according or followed by the oil prices. And that's what we call it in public opinion. This is like a poisoned pools surveying you're doing, because attitudes are changing according to different events. So we took the risk and we did this surveys. I supervised my team in conducting these two waves, face-to-face surveys with about more than 600 businessmen and women, and we asked them about business environment in Kuwait and different issues, as I will talk later. I'm presenting the two collective results of those two surveys in the two waves and trying to give them in a simple and an overview without going into details in comparing the result. This is one of the sessions that we trained the people. Those are some places where we took our sample. Those are the items we try to answer in our wave and our surveys. What are the main reasons for investing, not investing capital into business? What are the performance overview, profit, employment, whatever factors that may have impacted business in Kuwait? What media business people read and follow in economic and source of information, and what they think about their future performance, growth, and the future profit. So those are the main items that we try to answer in our two-wave surveys for businessmen in Kuwait, and I will go through them quickly. But before I go into the results, I would like just to remind you that our poisoned, let me say it, surveys in the event of Kuwait for the business people, we were in this kind of results of the business of the oil prices. As you can see, we conducted our surveys in 2017, so we have a big drop in 2016. And this is an exact or a closer look in 2017, because our surveys started from May 2017 until October 2017. Yes. And those are the exact also months that we conducted our two surveys. I would like to just mention our partners. We did this survey on behalf of the World Bank. Our research center is Gulf Opinion Center for Polls and Statistics in Kuwait. We have the honor to do different surveys for different ministries in Kuwait and for organizations like the World Bank, like the World Value Survey, like Qatar University, and I'm leading this center. So let me talk quickly about the sample and the methodology. And I know if I am not talking in a university, I will not concentrate on those methodologies because I know I'm talking about in front of academics, so I have to mention those. And please excuse me if I am going into details. I will have all the data show or the presentation with you. What we did before we enter and do the surveying for two business surveys, what we did is we made a population study. We have to put all the business people in one basket. We have to put all the business people in one basket so we can get a representative study. And you know this is a long story. We had to go to the Ministry of Commerce, we have to go to the trade centers, to the finance ministry to ask for this basket, this population study. We have about 90,000 business in Kuwait. We found while we are doing the pre-testing that half of them are not existing. So that makes a problem for us to make a good population study. We did a lot of things to make our own population studies. One of them are the 90,000 after we cleaned the data. At the all, we did this, we have this completed survey sample. As you can see, our sample is concentrating more because it's the environment about micro companies, small companies. About the sectors, we have about half of our samples who are working on service. This our geographical governate sample. As you can see, Hawali is taken, Kuwait City is taking the most companies, which is logic, as you have known. These are the percentage of Kuwaiti employees in our sample. As you can see, Kuwaiti are a little bit more than what we wanted, actually. Those are women. After Women's Day, it's maybe a dark picture, but this is the fact we have in our sample. As you can see, we asked about the employees of the employment of the women and also how women are taking a leadership in those private sector. We asked about the annual revenue. We asked about operation in business. As you can see, there is no difference between operation in business and the slide after that, which is the registered government, the registered company in the government, the legal of the status of business. It's as you can see. This is the government agencies that most of our business sample are. Okay. I have 2 minutes. I thought I will have more.
No,
okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, let me go to some of the result of our collective issues. Those are specifically about our sample, and those are quick results. I will go through them quickly. We discovered in our surveys that demand drives decision to invest additional capital. We knew that there is a general optimism about future performance, even if the low prices are going down. But you know, as you remember, and as I showed in the first slides, that prices in our surveys of the oil prices start to going up. And this is the general optimism about future profit. This is the perceptions of the profit according to sectors. As you can see, license and permits viewed as biggest obstacle to business. We asked businessmen and women, what are the most challenges, what are the obstacles you face in your business? So as you can see, that business license is number one. We asked them about their impression of those government institutions they deal with as a businessmen and women. And we found actually most businessmen and women are favorable to most Kuwaiti governments of those who said, I know them, because we found that a lot of business institutions or organizations or companies don't know some of the business, like Business Kuwaiti Center is a new established, so a lot of people, they say we don't know them. So this is maybe a recommendation to the people. As you know, there are a lot of different economic reforms and initiatives in Kuwait. We asked them, the business, about their impression. We found that the one-stop shop is the most approved initiatives. The second wave, which is I will be talking about the collective quickly, this is a comparative between our first wave and second wave. I'm just talking about the exact result, which is, I can go through them quickly. The larger the business, the more optimistic about future. Those are the small companies, they invest less, and all sectors has less investments, and employment levels stable, future oil prices, tax rates, impact on business, and this is the what are the sources for the media, for the economy in the business, and this is the last slide. And we asked them about which is the newspapers they follow most in reading about economy. As you can see, الرأي, and then الأنباء, then القبس, then الجريدة, and this is who have a Facebook account and what are the size of the companies. Those you can just go through them, are comparative conclusions, and I thank you very much and sorry for being speedy in the last. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samir. We would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Khalid Mahdi, and the stage is yours. Thank you so much.